Hi guys, I'm in Lee Valley Athletics Centre with elite sprint coach and former Great Britain sprinter Christine Bloomfield. Christine has been an amazing role model and coach to me over the past 18 months. And today I'm going to find a little bit more about Christine. First question, you coached international athletes Ashley Phillips and Christina Perelli, and now 400 metre British champion Lavia Nilsson. But you also teach girls my age and children as young as 7 and 8. Is it very different coaching people of different ages?
Yes, it is. With the older ones, you can shout at them more, and you can expect more, and you can push them more, and they train more. So with the younger children, you've got to teach them skills, the basic principles, movement skills, and basic technical skills. When you get older, it intensifies and it becomes more complex movements. So younger, simple, and as you get older, more complex. But there are some children who do some complex drill because their understanding of movement is greater.
Second question. Lavia and Therese Hilton both studied in university whilst training with you. How do you get the correct balance in both education and sports?
By the time they get to university, they would have been disciplined because they've already been training for a number of years. So what I try to do is I try to make them think about the whole picture, get the whole picture. So what do you want to achieve? One, academically, what do you want to achieve on the track? Okay, the same commitment you need for academics is the same commitment you need for running. I think it marries itself together well. And I think it teaches you discipline, focus, vision, and a lot of people have got drive. And I think the way you balance it is by managing your time. Now, sometimes that's parents managing your time, and as you get older, they learn to manage their time, on their own. So when they go to university, I tell them, if they've got an exam to do or they've got some papers to do, I tell them to focus on that. So they might not come to training 5 times a week. They might reduce their training to 3 days a week. And then once they've gone through that and they've completed their dissertation or whatever it is, then they can come back to training 5 days a week.
Okay, great. What has been your highlight in coaching so far?
Oh wow, there have been so many. And I'm going to say one of the biggest things that I'm passionate about is the mini-thon. Now the mini-thon, you can do three activities. So it can be running, the 60, the 200, the 600, or they can do the 60, the hurdles, the long jump, the javelin. They can do all sorts of things. That for me, because I can see kids motivated, I can see kids loving the sport, and it draws so many different kinds of talented people into the sport, and from different areas, from different abilities, and I love that. And I love the fact that it's fun and it's enjoyable. Senior wise, there's been so many highlights. I can't really pick one out. There's been like Chrissy winning the Olympic gold medal in Beijing. And watching my young ones, to be honest with you, watching my young ones progress, and when they win medals and they come and they show me the medals, those are highlights for me. And it's not, and also children that have come to me not being able to run very far and not being able to run at all. Those are highlights because you see progress and you see them determined to achieve. And I'm being truthful, there's so many. I can't pick one in particular, but I do love my group. My young ones have given me so much joy and so much pleasure. And people like you who work with me, and you show me that you're determined and you're committed to athletics. And I think it's important that we encourage children to apply themselves to something. And the way you apply yourself to athletics, I think, is very important. It sets you up for the future.
Mm-hmm. You were recently mentioned in a Telegraph newspaper about there not being enough elite female coaches in British athletics. My club, Woodford Green, has started getting under 15 and under 17-year-old girls to start helping out and coaching little kids. Have you seen many changes?
There has been a little bit of change, but not enough to have an impact on young girls. And I think young women need to see people that look like them.
Yeah.
And even if we're different cultures and races, they see a female, because we bring something different to the table to men. We're more nurturing. I personally think we're more nurturing, and I think you need that, but we can be tough as well. But I think you need a balance of male and female coaches.
This is a bit of an embarrassing question, but a very important topic for girls my age. My body has gone through a lot of changes, especially over the past few months, and I know a lot of girls struggle going through these kind of changes. So what would you say to those girls?
I think we're all going to go through changes. Puberty is a massive thing, and I think it's a massive thing for girls. But I think if you have somebody who's understanding, whether that's your parents or your coaches, and talk to them about it and say, you know, I'm not feeling well. I will say you're still going to do the session, but I'm also aware that we've got to be mindful that the week before your periods, that's the key. That's the week that you need to look after your bodies and make sure that you're well. We will change. You know, you might get some acne, everything grows and expands in a different way, but I still think you should still participate in the sport because it's important, and you know, you'll get over that hump. You know, it's only for a period of time. For me personally, young girls need to participate in activity. It's good for you as well. It's good for your development, and it's good for you mentally and physically. But I think you should be running towards sports, and athletics is a brilliant sport to be a part of.
Lastly, is there any advice that you'd like to give to any young athletes watching?
I think you have to have fun. One of the reasons when I met you, you were doing mini-fons and you were having fun. And track and field is about having fun. It's about enjoyment. It's about traveling. It's about meeting new people. It can give you it can add so much to your life. I mean, I've traveled to every single continent because of athletics, and it's been a wonderful experience for me. I've met so many different people, and it's made me the person I am today. It's made me more passionate about young people participating in the sport. So I would say, come, do all different kinds of activities like you've done, and then you'll find that your niche. You know, some people come to me and say they want to be sprinters, but eventually they might go to jumping or they might go to hurdling because they might be better at that. So I think just go and try everything and just have fun. The most important thing for me, and what I say to you all the time, is have fun, enjoy it. So I do it, I coach because I enjoy coaching and I have fun with my athletes. And I think you should do it because you enjoy it and you have fun.
Thank you, Christine. Hopefully you guys found it insightful.
Ehad.